A product can be faster, cleaner, cheaper, and smarter than everything around it, and still disappear. That sounds unfair, but it happens all the time. The market is full of good products that lost to something simpler, louder, earlier, cheaper, or just easier to understand. We like to believe the best product wins. It is a comforting idea. If you build something useful, people will notice. If it solves a real problem, customers will come. If it is better than the competition, the market will reward it. But that is not how most markets work. Better only matters after people notice, trust, try, understand, and keep using what you built. So in this episode, we are looking at why good products fail, why average products sometimes dominate, and the one question every creator, founder, and investor should ask before assuming the best idea will win. The first reason good products fail is timing. A product can be right about the future and still be wrong about the present. Some ideas arrive before the customer is ready. The technology may work, the problem may be real, the vision may even be correct. But if the market is not prepared to change its habits, the product has to spend too much energy explaining itself. That is one of the most expensive things a product can do. When people already understand a category, selling is easier. They know what the product is. They know why it exists. They know where it fits in their life. But when a product creates a new category, it has two jobs. It has to be useful, and it has to teach the market how to think about it. Most teams underestimate that second job. They build the product. They polish the design. They add features. Then they launch and wait for the world to understand why it matters. But customers are busy. They are distracted. They are cautious. They do not wake up looking for a new category to learn. If the product asks people to change too much, too soon, it can fail even when the idea is good. The second reason good products fail is distribution. Distribution is how a product reaches people. It is the path between the thing you built and the person who might use it. Many builders treat distribution like an afterthought. They assume the product is the hard part, and marketing is what happens later. But in reality, the best product that nobody sees is not really competing. A weaker product with stronger distribution can win simply because it is everywhere. It appears in search results. It is recommended by friends. It is bundled with another service. It is pre-installed. It is easy to find in the App Store. It shows up in the exact moment a customer feels the problem. That kind of presence compounds. Every new user creates more proof. Every recommendation lowers the risk for the next person. Every integration makes the product harder to ignore. Meanwhile, the better product may be sitting quietly in the corner, waiting to be discovered. This is why some companies win, not because they have the best idea, but because they have the best route to the customer. The third reason good products fail is that people do not buy features. They buy outcomes. Builders often describe products through the lens of what the product does. Faster performance, cleaner design, more options, better technology. But most customers do not care about the machinery. They care about the result. Will this save me time? Will this make me money? Will this make me look good? Will this reduce stress?
Will this help me avoid a mistake? If the product cannot explain its outcome quickly, it creates friction. And friction is deadly. A product can have 10 clever features, but if the customer cannot explain the value in one sentence, the sale becomes harder. This is where average products sometimes beat better ones. They may be less powerful, but they are easier to understand. Simple wins because simple travels. People can repeat it, they can recommend it, they can remember it, they can compare it. The fourth reason good products fail is habit change. Every product competes with the way people already do things. That existing behavior may be messy, it may be inefficient, it may be outdated, but it is familiar. Familiarity is powerful because it feels safe. To adopt a new product, a person has to stop doing something old. They have to learn a new interface, trust a new company, move their data, convince their team, or risk looking wrong if the product fails. That hidden cost can be bigger than the problem the product solves. This is why a product that is only slightly better often struggles. If the improvement is small, people stay with what they know. To break a habit, a product usually needs one of three things. It needs to be dramatically better, it needs to be dramatically easier, or it needs to attach itself to a behavior people already have. The best products often do the third one. They do not ask customers to become different people overnight. They meet people where they already are, then slowly pull them into a new behavior. The fifth reason good products fail is price. Price is not just a number, it is a signal. If a product is too expensive, people hesitate. If it is too cheap, they may not trust it. If the pricing model is confusing, they delay the decision. And delay often means no. The dangerous part is that pricing problems can look like product problems. A team may think customers do not want the product, but the real issue might be that customers do not understand the value, do not like the payment model, or cannot justify the risk. Sometimes the product is good, but the price asks the customer to believe too much before they have experienced enough value. That is why free trials, freemium models, guarantees, demos, and entry-level plans can matter. They reduce the risk of trying. The easier it is to try, the faster a product can prove itself. The sixth reason good products fail is that teams confuse admiration with adoption. People can like an idea without using it. They can praise a product on social media and never pay for it. They can say, "That is smart," and still not change their routine. This gap is painful because early feedback can be misleading. Friends may be supportive, commenters may be excited, investors may like the story, the launch may get attention, but attention is not the same as behavior. The real test is whether people come back when nobody is watching. Do they open it again? Do they tell someone else? Do they pay? Do they replace an old habit with a new one? That is where the truth appears. Good products fail when they receive compliments but do not create commitment. The seventh reason good products fail is that the competition is not always another product. Sometimes the competition is doing nothing. Sometimes it's a spreadsheet, a notebook, an old process, a group chat, or a manual workaround that is annoying but good enough.
This matters because builders often compare themselves to direct competitors. They ask, "Are we better than that other tool?" But the customer may not be choosing between two tools. They may be choosing between action and inaction. Inaction is comfortable. It costs nothing today. It avoids risk. It lets the customer postpone the decision. To beat inaction, a product must make the cost of doing nothing feel bigger than the cost of switching. That is not easy. This brings us to the biggest lesson. The question is not only, is this product better? The better question is this product easier to choose, easier to understand, easier to find, easier to trust, easier to try, easier to recommend, easier to keep using? That is the hidden game. Many good products lose because they focus only on being better. The winners focus on being chosen. They reduce confusion. They lower risk. They fit into existing behavior. They explain the value clearly. They make distribution part of the product, not something added later. This does not mean quality does not matter. Quality matters a lot, but quality is not the finish line. It is the starting point. The world does not automatically reward the best product. It rewards the product that reaches the right people at the right time, gives them a clear reason to care, and makes the next step feel obvious. So if you are building anything, selling anything, or betting on anything, do not only ask whether it is good, ask whether it is easy to choose. Because in the real market, better does not always win. Chosen wins. This has been Future Proof Files. Subscribe for calm stories about money, technology, and the decisions shaping tomorrow.